Hello and welcome to Imperfect Garden. Today we have minus 26 degrees, I have a roaring fire behind me, and what better today than to do a indoors video. I really want to go out and film some more like military fortification or battle tanks, something like that, but it's too cold for that. I will do that next week. So what do we do instead? Well, let's look a little bit about being stylish. And what is more stylish with a man than having a beautiful tie? Or rather, to have a beautiful tie knot. So today we're going to look at how to do a beautiful half Windsor knot. Why do I choose to do the half Windsor? Because it is a knot that has a very good balance. It's a pretty formal knot, but not too formal. You can use it casually too. So it's not only for weddings. No, it's a beautiful knot. I would say it's a pretty symmetrical knot. It is a little bit asymmetrical, but only slightly. And that is because the big brother of the half Windsor is, of course, the full Windsor, or that what we call the Windsor knot. And that is very symmetrical, very thick, very rich, very beautiful. But this is a simpler one. Everyone can do this. And I will show you how to do a very good one. But before that, let's talk about what kind of tie do you need. Because you can't just take any kind of tie. What do you need to think about? And also with the shirt too. So let's start look at the shirt. To do a Windsor, half Windsor or a full Windsor, that is like bigger ties or bigger knots, you need to have a little bit more a wide color shirt. Because if you have like a very thin, the knot will be too big. It will look very constricted. It doesn't look very good. So you use a wide collar to get the knot in. And also, what kind of tie do you need for half Windsor? Well, half Windsor, it uses more fabrics than the simpler ones. So maybe you need to go with the lighter fabrics, medium fabrics, lighter fabrics, and also think about the length of the tie, because you don't want to have like a short, comedy tie in the end. So think about the length of the tie, what kind of fabric you are using to use a wide color in the shirt, and I think you should be okay. So let's start now and look at how do you actually tie the half Windsor knot. My collar is up now and I feel constricted like some sort of a Dracula. So let's look at my tie. This is a pretty standard length of tie. It's a good silk and the fabric is pretty light fabric. I like this tie. It has a beautiful pattern. It works with almost everything. Goes very good with the blue shirt because it has a diamond shaped, small, not diamond shaped, spade shaped, small blue decoration, and some little bit gold, and it's a little bit of light chocolate brown. So it looks very good. So how do we start the half Windsor knot? Well, you take your beautiful tie, hopefully you have a beautiful tie, and you put it around your neck, of course. The thin part you have on your left shoulder. Now everyone is like, how far down should I have it? You see, you can adjust it. You have to think about how tall are you and how long are the tie. So I think for this tie, I will probably have like a 25 centimeters from the neck and down. It all depends on how tall you are and how long the tie is, and of course the fabric. But you will know, you will get the hang of it. The more time you use a tie, you will learn how to adjust it. So let's start now. Time to do the half Windsor knot. I will do this slowly and show you, and we will do it 2 times. The first time I will go through the steps, and second time we'll go a bit closer and watch the steps. So let's start now. Thin part on the left shoulder, thick longer part on the right shoulder. Cross over with the thick part over the thin. Go underneath. You come out on the right part side now, and now you have crossed over the thin part. You take out the pointy wand, you loop over down the collar. Let's see if I can get this without a mirror. And like that. this part now will hold the tie. It will hold and lock the small part so you can adjust it later on. With the full Windsor we do this on both sides, but this is a half Windsor so we only do it on one side. The thick part now goes over like this. This part now, this will be the visible thing of the knot of the triangular shape later on. So now we will lock it in the finishing product. We take this one, we hold now the loop because we will go down this one, so we make like a noose here. So take this one, we take it, the pointy one, underneath, we go up like this, and now we take the pointer thing, you see, we go down with the noose. Now I do this without a mirror. Normally you do this in the mirror, but it is possible to do it without a mirror too. I have the mirror there, so now I have to look it. So, and now we go down and lock it. And look at that, we have now a tie. So now we need to do a little bit of correcting it. It looks good, like this, it feels good. And we want to have the little dimple here. The dimple is a way of reflecting the lights. It looks more good, it looks more luxurious, you could say like that. And we will now put down the color. And here we have it. We have our half Windsor tie knot. And it looks, and as you can see, the shape of the triangle is symmetrical. It's actually a little bit thicker on this side because we have done the loop on the one side, but really you don't really see that. And sometimes if you use a half Windsor with a thicker fabric, sometimes a half Windsor and a full Windsor, they look almost exactly the same depending on the thickness of the fabrics. But as you can see, it looks good, and we have the wider color, so it's symmetrical. It looks very nice. So let's do this one more time, and we do it very slow, and we do it with a very close up, so you will not see my face, you will only see the tie. This is very fun, you only see my shin. So, left side, thin part, right side, you have the thick part. Go over, the thick part over the thin part. Go underneath the thick part. And when you come up here, you should have, you see, the back side of the tie. Now we will do the loop. We will go up with the pointed one and down the collar here. And this, as I said before, this is a thing that will, this will lock the tie, so you can adjust it. It's not easy to do without a mirror sometimes. So, and as you can see, now we have the lock on the one side. We do this one, we take the thick part now, it's underneath, we take the thick part, and we will cross over. And when we cross over, we will keep it loose, because this will be the visual part of the finished triangle. And we take the thick part now, and we still have the back side. We go up this time. We take the pointer part and keep it very up, very up. Take it through and up. And now the pointer part now, and now we'll keep it with the outside out. That sounds funny, but you understand what I mean, because this will be the finishing touch. So we take this one, and in this loose knot, loose noose, the loose noose, we will take it down. See if I can do this, and I will take it from the underneath, the pointer part, and then we just pull it through. I just need to see the mirror a little bit, and we pull it through. Yeah, this looks good. And now we can take the thin part underneath, and we adjust how it sits. Yeah, and we adjust it a little bit. This time I made it a little bit harder, so then the knot got a little bit smaller. And here we have it. It's finished. Made it a little bit smaller this time, but as you see, it's very easy. I will not bore you with the history of the Half Windsor. I will do a video later on where I will talk only about all the history about why we have ties and bow ties and cravats and stuff like that, but not today. As you can see, this is an easy tie, and it's a beautiful tie, and it's like 7 or 8 steps depending on how you count the steps. And please buy yourself a tie and a shirt and exercise this, and you can do it without a mirror. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. It's a lot of fun to do. And see you in the next video, even if it will be a gentleman video or if I will do something more about military history. Goodbye and have a very good day.